Hi there, and welcome again to Conversations with Désirée and Marjan, where we look at minding your mind and finding your peace.
Welcome, everybody. Nice to be here again.
What do we mean by minding your mind? What we mean is that it's never the situation that upsets you or stresses you out, makes you sad or angry, but it's always your thought about a situation, about a person. And once you start to get more aware of that, once you start to get a bit of an insight in that, you also start to understand that you need to go inside to find a solution instead of trying to change people around you or influence situations. And so not repair the world for you to be okay, but to go inside to be okay. And Désirée has a wonderful example of that.
Yeah, let's start with the mother of all relationships, the relationship with your mother. If you have grown up with a mother, you have had latest in your puberty experiences where you didn't do things right. Even the clothes were not right, your friends were not the right ones, and you disagreed on many things. So as it happened with me, I am a personality that approaches life from a creative side. So I get dressed every day in a different order. I do things always in different orders because I like the diversity. I like, to do things differently, to mix it up, to stay interested. And my mother is the opposite. She likes to do everything in the same routine, everything structured. And the way she dressed herself 50 years ago is the way she probably dresses herself today. So there were a lot of opportunities where she told me that I do things wrong, because in her mind, that was not the right way to go about. Mm-hmm. And if you hear things like this as a child, very often you actually take it quite deeply. And this is a belief that becomes like a rule to you. You start to believe that this is right. And there's one instant where I really found a way to resolve it. And it all started, my mother loves to organize her cutlery drawers where the forks and knives, they lie in there like little soldiers, right, lined up perfectly. And when I moved out, the first lunch, my mother came to visit me in my own apartment. We had a lovely lunch. We did the dishes, she left. And in the evening when I prepared my dinner, I opened my drawer and there it is. Everything lined up. As if it shouts at me, Désirée, you still don't do it right, and I was fuming and I was upset. I couldn't sleep all night. I was like ready to march over and confront her. I didn't do it, but it was really wrestling with me for a long time. And later in the video, I will share with you what happened next. But first to Marjan.
First of all, well to see, because it's, as you said, it's quite a strong thought, right? My mother still thinks I don't do it right. And that has a thought like that has an effect. It has an effect on how your emotional state, how you feel, how your body feels. And I have learned over the years to become more aware of that, to become more aware of my body, of my mood. A great example for me is always the first thing when I wake up in the morning. Maybe you recognize that you don't feel quite okay. There's something is not right. There's like a darkness there, or an unpleasantness, a heaviness. And you don't know exactly what it is, but it feels like something has happened. And only then, when you feel that, you start to remember and you go back and then you find the situation. And normally you probably also find the thoughts that made you upset and gave you that feeling. And the question, I love that question, is this thought helping you or harming you? And that's the start also of the work. When you see that, how you react when you believe that thought, how cramped your life becomes, or how closed off you become, and then experience the same situation without the thought, you open up, you become more peaceful, you see more possibilities, and you get back the control over your life, or the power, where can I influence this? What is my part here? And that is, so this question is helping you to connect to the reality of that moment. What's actually happening? What's staring me in the face? And how do I experience it? Look at this reality without being influenced by thoughts or opinions. And that is what I was wondering. How did you resolve that situation with your mother? Because this, I still don't do it right. She still thinks I don't do it right. It's quite a heavy one.
Yeah, it was a big one. And I did the work on it. And during the work, I actually recognized, it was a huge aha moment for me, because I recognized she wasn't there to tell me I didn't do anything right. She never actually told me about the cutlery, that I should do it differently. And I recognized that she just got an amazing pleasure of organizing it that way, because she also did it in other people's houses where she felt comfortable enough to do it. And once I became aware that it had nothing to do with me, but it's her pleasure, it was like there was like this heaviness lifted off of me. And she never told me I should do it. She never made me do it. And it came to the point where I actually looked forward when she came, because I told myself I give her the opportunity for having great pleasure to organize my doors. And I was chuckling about how she did it. And I knew then that she loves doing it. And now today, actually, with my kids and my husband, when she comes to visit, we often put bets up and see how long will it take her to have it done and who's going to win. So it became a really fun, loving experience in our family. Yeah. And yeah, that was a big aha for me.
Yeah. So my mother should love me the way I am then? Is that true, or is it not true?
Well, I guess if I can't love my mom the way she is, I cannot expect her to love me the way I am, right?
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yes. So, well, if you want more of this kind of insights, if you have any kind of relationship that is burdening you, that is pulling you down, that gives you sleepless nights, we invite you to our online workshop, From Fighting to Forgiving, how to improve your relationships. It's starting on March 24th until April 7th, 3 evenings, Wednesday evenings from 7 to 8 p.m. And to join us, just drop us a mail, talk to us on WhatsApp or Facebook, or call us, and we'll put you into it.
Great. We would love to have you there.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
See you soon in the next video then.
See you. Bye-bye.